Hey guys, Logan Richardson, Season 4, Episode 17 of Criminal Minds. Here we go. Georgetown, District of Columbia. This doesn't look pleasant. This doesn't look pleasant. Oh my god, where do I know him from?
I didn't want to tell you over the phone.
How?
His parents said that he had a heart attack.
And how was he?
He was Matthew. He was rambling, a little chaotic.
He was using.
I don't know. Probably.
There's something you're not telling me.
Who is this guy, though?
The last time I saw him, there was something different. I can't quite explain it, but I know it was real.
What was he saying?
He said, Johnny, they're gonna kill me.
Who's they?
He wouldn't say.
Huh. I wonder if this is an ex or a brother or...
My lord, it's kitties and poodles out there. Did you hear it might even snow? What's going on?
Is Josh still here?
Oh, I'm pretty sure he lives here.
Thanks.
I've never seen her like this. Oh, I like it.
I just found out that
Brother?
an old friend of mine died.
Friend?
I'm sorry.
There's a chance that he could have been murdered, and there might be a second case. Matthew was incredibly messed up, and I hadn't seen him in a long time. But he was important to me.
At least let us help.
Dang. It's not suspicious.
Scared.
Don't worry. It'll be all right.
Hold my hand.
Always.
Is it possible someone could have induced the heart attack?
I suppose it's possible he could have been injected with epinephrine. It wouldn't register, because clinically it's identical to the natural adrenaline in the body.
Yeah, but he's...
Is he tied?
My guess is there was prolonged abuse of cocaine or methamphetamine.
Yeah.
And what about the other autopsy, Thomas Valentine?
He died of dehydration. There were traces of prescription antipsychotics in his system.
I don't understand why the FBI
He's
is
definitely
interested in
tied
my son's
down.
death.
We were investigating another death recently under similar circumstances. It's just routine.
Could you not, like... I mean, not induce, but, like,
Every it's okay.
create the circumstances that would cause a heart attack?
When I came to the house, I found him here in bed.
You two don't live together?
I've taken the kids to my mom's. We've been gone a few weeks. Do you believe in the soul?
I do.
Well, I believe Tommy's is finally at peace.
We were in New York for the weekend. When we came back, we found his body here.
Okay, that's the same
My son's
thing.
soul was in possession of evil.
Do you have any experience dealing with drug addiction?
Could this be some, like, strange exorcism?
Things watch happen to someone you love.
Emily Prentice,
Yes, ma'am.
She's the reason we're here?
we'd like you both to leave. Now.
According to my snooping, both Matthew Benton and Thomas Valentine traveled to Galicia, Spain.
See, I'm
over the
seeing
same week
clear,
months ago.
like, religious shit going on here.
There's a church there, Santiago de Compostela. It's visited by over 100,000 religious pilgrims every year.
Matthew had a thing about challenging the church. He could push it.
Almost like it was
When
like
we were
a
in high
forced
school, his mom and dad
exorcism or a
consulted the
forced
priest
like
because they were afraid he was
rehabilitation from like some
She was
religious
talking about
thing
drugs.
Are you sure?
that could add
There's a
stress,
saying here.
potentially
Talk about
induce
evil,
dehydration or a heart
soul,
attack.
Scuff marks on the floor are two afflictions most likely to present as demonic possession.
You think these are exorcisms?
I think it begs the question.
Look, I know the Bible just as well as anyone, but I also know there's nothing more open to behavioral interpretation than religion.
Exorcism ritual can take days to complete. It's possible the stress induced could cause a heart attack, especially if someone with a history of drug use.
That would explain the timeline of someone dying of dehydration.
Have an own self who ritualizes killings as if they were exorcisms, maybe. But right now, we don't even know if we have a crime yet.
Margaret's right. We need to step back. Let me talk to someone before I have us all telling ghost stories.
I'm good. I'm good.
Exorcism right in 1999, so nobody speaks out against it. But if pressed, not every priest believes in demonic possession. Did the information about the case come to her directly?
Why?
You open yourselves up to understanding the worst monsters. You invite evil into your lives. It's a vulnerable position.
Meaning what?
Take good care of her and you.
Huh.
You okay, buddy?
I'm getting out. I'm not even halfway there. Getting out. Hey man, close the door!
Huh.
How the hell did you get in here? I'm here to help you. Get the hell out of here.
I cast you out with unclean spirits.
I said, get the hell out of here.
Sit down.
Yep. Damn cult. Damn psychos. Holy shit. It's a group activity.
You know?
No. Hey, FBI?
Seriously?
Yeah, what can you tell us?
White male, been dead for hours. Medics think it was a brain aneurysm.
You mind if we take a look at the scene?
Knock yourselves out.
Yeah.
This is kind of starting to freak me out.
Why are all the craziest people freaking?
Crime before we start freaking out.
Oh.
Do we have a crime?
Prentice, how does an unsub-induce an aneurysm?
How? How?
Stress.
Yeah, like if you were restrained on a bed while someone tried to banish the devil from your body.
All I'm saying is I think we should go easy.
With the FBI, we're investigating a series of unexplained deaths.
I don't understand.
Had Patrick been acting erratically lately?
He had a brain condition. He was getting headaches. I don't know everywhere he went.
With all due respect, ma'am, I don't think you're telling us the truth.
Excuse me?
Did you believe Patrick was possessed?
I'd like some privacy, please.
Was someone trying to rid him of demons? Is that how he died? I'm pressed to make you an accessory to murder.
That is enough. Stop it. Let's go.
I apologize for the intrusion.
Hey, that's how you have my back?
No.
Prentice, I'm trying to protect you.
I don't need protection.
She said he got a complaint. He didn't come down on you. You realize that?
She could only say my fiance
Yeah.
because she's convinced something else died in that room that night.
Yep. I'm so on her side. That was like, she didn't say his name. She kept. There's so much evidence, man. Well, I guess not
As far as
hard
police are
evidence, but
concerned, there is no open murder investigation.
Dave, do you really believe we're dealing with someone trying to exorcise demons?
yes.
That's what I believe. Possession, mental illness, exorcist, unsub.
How are the scrape marks? We're just gonna ignore the scrape marks that are consistent and the bounding
With analysis
and the same headaches and all that shit.
I'll handle mistress of information. You got something? You know I do.
Well, that helps explain how these three men came together.
It gets better. The week the three of them were in
They're
Spain,
all
the
connected.
services at Santiago de Compostela were canceled when the priest...
The deaths aren't connected, but they're all connected elsewhere.
But if you listen to the conspiracy chatter, there's a strong belief he was killed. Well, their best guess is some kind of gas, sarin or VX, something that wouldn't show up in an autopsy. But it could be anything that would induce stress, cause a heart attack. And we have a motive.
And a potential MO, an eye for an eye.
Without an invitation from the police, I cannot authorize an investigation.
You saw him recently?
Yeah.
Is there anyone he associated with out of the usual? Anyone overtly religious?
Not that I'm aware of. I've been doing my best to retrace his steps, but I still haven't come up with anything.
There are nicer places to take a girl for coffee.
Did you ever see The Exorcist?
Yeah.
The real case started right here. The fire department actually burned down the house themselves.
It was hard to get accepted. When you're 15, that's all you want. You'll do almost anything.
You got pregnant.
Matthew suggested I talk with our priest.
And what did he say?
He said that if I had an abortion, I wasn't welcome in his congregation.
So what'd you do?
Matthew found a doctor. He took me there. He stayed with me. He started doing drugs. And when that melded with his religious questioning, you could understand why his parents were afraid he was possessed by something evil.
Oh, good God.
It's my fault that Matthew's life unraveled. I owe him that.
Then let's go give a profile.
The police haven't invited us in.
The police aren't going to do us any good on this one anyway.
As I was saying to the agents, this is a topic on which we usually agree to silently disagree. If this man truly performed 3 rituals within the last few weeks, he would need medical care.
Is there somewhere he would go to convalesce?
Anything less than a working hospital would be too dangerous.
Huh.
Garcia, it's Reed.
Speak, boy wonder.
I need you to run Catholic hospital records. So look for any admissions for exhaustion immediately following Patrick Kavanaugh's death. You got it?
You know I do. One ahead. Father Paul Silvana.
Brilliant. St. Agatha's Hospital, room 214.
We got him.
Hell yeah. You do got him.
Are you Father Paul Silvano?
We're both fighting the same evil.
Is it a confession?
What is it?
It's diplomatic status.
He has immunity?
Oh, piss off! Oh, God!
Explain to me why you were the last person in the room when 3 men died.
I'm a priest. I was there for them spiritually.
They weren't on their deathbeds.
Not physically.
Did you kill them? No. But you're not sorry any of them are dead.
Physical death is always sad. But now their souls are in heaven. For that, their families have peace.
Oh, jeez, dude.
After that, he took the World Hunger Mission from the Italian government.
Which brought him here with immunity. Where's Hutch?
He's on the phone with the State Department.
Gather the others. I'll be there in a second.
Revoke that immunity, my God.
And you suggested that he was possessed.
I said that I could help rid his child of evil.
What did you tell the other family members after you watched their sons die? That it was God's will?
I've never laid a hand on anyone with malice in my life.
Then explain these deaths to me.
What did he say? He claims he was invited by the families.
And now he has them believing their loved ones are in a better place.
And they're all devout. People they love were troubled with his statutes. Either believe they're in a better place or live with the guilt.
Did you check his papers with ICE?
Yeah, his diplomatic status runs till the end of the month. What?
Well, he told Emily the storm's almost over. So, forget priest. Think unsub.
Which doesn't end until the end of the month.
The storm's almost over.
There's another victim.
Yeah, there's another. He's got one more target.
What caused their deaths?
Medically?
Yes, please.
I can't say.
Were they under stress? The smallest amount would trigger respiratory failure.
I'm not familiar with it.
No, really? Because that's what a lot of people think killed Father Del Toro in Spain.
Father, you're free to go.
That's...
Sorry if detaining you has caused you any hardship. My office. Are you actually accusing the Italian government of authorizing this man's assassination list?
He admits he was present at every death.
The case is over.
You said you'd give me leeway.
And I did. Take some time off.
What?
I don't want to see you in the office for the next few days.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That was just to get her out, right? There's another victim, though.
You up for another drive?
What are you doing here?
We know Matthew died during an exorcism by Father Paul Silvano.
He's performed 3 in the last few weeks. Each subject has died.
Father Paul didn't kill Matthew.
Why are you so willing to accept that? I'm just trying to find the truth about how your son died.
Oh, God.
Then listen to me.
These people think they're safe from my
Father Paul
sentencing.
never laid a hand on Matthew.
How do you know that?
I was there.
Stood there and watched Matthew die.
Do not speak to me like that.
How could you allow him to perform a ritual over Matthew?
I love my son.
Then you knew how
Clearly.
Matthew was.
Look, we need to know about the demon that possessed your son.
Father Paul explained that Matthew was a conduit. If you opened yourself up to him, you were putting yourself in danger of being taken over. He was not to see anyone until he was better.
No, that's not true. I know for a fact he saw our friend John Cooley. His parents worked with my mother at the embassy in Rome. You called him to tell him Matthew had died.
I haven't spoken with John Cooley in over 20 years. Not since you were kids in Italy.
No way. Oh. Oh. He's next.
I'm not part of your congregation. You have no right to be here.
You don't frighten me, Belgia.
Some of you fought at David's aid.
We'll see about
Are they giving him drugs?
Talk.
Dave, governments don't really appreciate being accused of accessory to murder.
Why not go straight to the Vatican?
And what are we supposed to say to them?
Say, talk to the Italian government. Help us stop this man from perverting your beliefs.
Hurry, hurry, hurry. Stop these psychos.
John, I'm telling you, but I need you to calm down. Look at me. It's Emily. John. All right, I'm gonna untell you. Just stay calm, okay?
Jeez, what was in that water?
Okay.
Good God.
You've all just made the world a much more dangerous place. Che l'amore di Dio sia con te.
E con il tuo spirito.
I saw that guy up there.
Did he not have accomplices?
Trying to get some kind of evil.
We all have
What about the people who helped him
Believe in evil.
put them down, like
this job.
drag them to the
I believe
to the
there are
bed?
no acts, but those are choices.
What are you thinking?
It's like the end of the dead. When Greta remembers the boy she loved when she was younger. And she says, I think he died for me.
You know, James Joyce also said, there is no heresy or philosophy so abhorrent to the church as a human being.
In the shadows.
Dang. It's the water. She got hit with the water too. It's freaking insane. That one was crazy. I mean, I'm not religious, but, like, I don't care if you are. But there is, like, a line where you look like an absolute psycho if you're, like, extreme. But that's for everything, you know? Like, any aspect of life, religion or not, if you are, like, in the extreme aspect of it, you look crazy. And I think in all of those aspects, you could debate whether or not they are crazy. Not just, like, the extremes. This was definitely an extreme. My goodness. And this man, I see torture. I see disregard for human life, but I see delusion. I see medical help, psycho, you know? So I would give him, he'd be in prison for the rest of his life, but, like, I'd give him 25. I'd give him 25, 20 to 25 for each murder. I would add and tack on an additional 15 for torture, because there's already an added bonus for how he killed those people. So you're already getting the 25 to 20 in my 20 to 25 in my opinion for just the aspect of murdering somebody and how he did it, and then just on the fact that you are also torturing individuals, I'd throw another 15. So you're looking at, that's 90. That's 90 years, I believe. 25. He killed 3. You're adding 15. That's 90. I would also throw... You have to throw even more on for false imprisonment. He has 4 counts of false imprisonment. Of holding someone captured and tying them down and keeping them against their will. I would give about 5 to 10 years on each count for that. So say we go 5 for each, you're looking at, if you go the minimum, you're looking at 20 more years. That brings it to 110 at minimum. On top of that, so you're looking at about 110 to 130 potential sentence here, without the possibility of parole. I would keep that man in prison for the rest of his life. He's already old, but, you know, that's just making sure that he cannot get out. He's stuck in there for the rest of his life. And I think the idea that he actually believes he's doing good, you know, he has the delusion aspect, is to where, you know, you could argue the death penalty, but I think this is an aspect where definitely I don't think it's necessary. I think in different scenarios, I could see the death penalty going, but this I'm pleased with him. I think he deserves more of the imprisonment than he does the death penalty. Whether or not, anyway, I think his delusion is that he's doing the right thing because of God. So, yeah, whether he's imprisoned for the rest of his life or he dies or, like, gets put to death, I don't see anything changing as far as his, because it's a delusion on the idea of God, and that's the hazy ground of is he human or is he not? No, it's more of a delusion. So is that delusion, is that psycho mindset? I just don't think it's at the line, but I don't think it crosses it to the point where, all right, get him off the planet. Now, on top of that, there were a lot of accomplices in this. The families are accomplices. They are delusional just as much as they are, as he is. But I am thinking I would throw a 5 to 10 year sentence on each family member who willingly placed their loved ones in this scenario. 5 to 10 years for each individual. If you were hands-on there with the act, I would say you would get 10. On top of those 5 to 10 years, I would have them in rehabilitation. They would need to get medical attention, evaluations, and constant checkups and all of that throughout their sentencing, whether it is 5, 10, or somewhere in between. If you were one of the accomplices that was there with him who tied the person down, I would say you definitely assisted on those murders. So, like, there is a family member who was also there hands-on. I said he would get 10 years. I would say add another 5 for him. And if you were one of those other, I don't know what they were, like priest helpers, or what do they call them? I don't know. Other priests that were there with him, tying them down, or altar people. I don't really know. Assistants, helpers, whatever. I would say they would get about 15 to 20 with all of that in. I would give them 10 years for the murder along with delusion. Because the main aspect here is we are going after the main guy. And we got the main guy, and then you trickle down to the punishments of everybody else. So I would say about 15 to 25. I would pop up for them. The families would get 5 to 10. They would get 15 to 25. This man, he's stuck at 110 to 130 years in prison. Like the video, comment down below, subscribe if you have not already. I will see y'all next time.